Coming to you live from one of my baby mama's apartment complexes that I'm picking up my son. Fuck out of the way, bro. And I thought that I would make a video, just kind of going over my trading experience when I first started, and how I got into trading, right? Everybody has their story, and I have not put my story on YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now as soon as I'm done parking here. But all right, so why did I start trading? This is a really interesting story, guys. Some of you might really find this interesting, funny, and maybe some of you have been in this position as well. But essentially, I have a cousin that the ex-husband, I was good friends with him when they were together and stuff. We used to hang out and used to hang out often and stuff. But I used to go over their house and this and that and whatever. And they had so much drama, literally so much drama. He cheated on her a bunch of times. Even after they broke up, they had 3 kids together. He had 3 other kids, so 6 kids with all different baby mamas. Crazy shit. I'm not too far along. I have 2 different baby mamas, but that's neither here nor there, right? The case is that I had back in 2017, I had been doing fashion photography for 10 years already. I had bought a house. I started another business. So life was real cush. I was making real good money at that time. And for being 27 years old or something, right? And life was, pretty cush at that time. I had no kids. Sorry, did I have a kid? My bad. I already had a kid. But the case is that the housing market boomed during COVID, and I had the home. And initially, I bought the home knowing that I was going to sell it. So I was like, you know what? This is the opportunity. I can make $200K off it, and that's what I did. So I sold it, made my 200 plus K, whatever the case. On top of that, I had my luxury car rental business. We were doing real good at that time, before I closed the business, because that was 3 years and it just wasn't sustainable. When the whole COVID tourism died off in Miami. But I mean, at one point we were bringing in 17K a week, so we were doing good. I say this to say that because, at the time this guy came around again, and we started hanging out, and he started telling me, hey, he had always been into the trading. I had always seen him in some sort of stock situation. That was cool. And he comes around, he's like, look, I'm doing Forex. I was like, oh, cool, what's that? And he started showing me, and man, he's showing me these crazy numbers, man. He's showing me $1,000 trades. He's even showing me 15, 10. I'm like, wow. And I really, looking back, I don't know why I remember asking him, hey, is this real money? He's like, yeah. And I don't know why I believed him. Man, guys, let me tell you something, that I'm not a person that there's really gullible people in this earth. And maybe maybe to the outside world, I am one, and to myself, I'm not. But I do not believe that I'm a very gullible person, guys. And I don't know why I believed him. And he was showing me, he showed me he grew $1 million account. He started with 90,000. So I was like, wow. And, I had all this extra money in the bank, and I was like, look, I'm going to give you 50,000 to play with. And if you turn 90 into $1 million, you could probably turn 50 into at least 300-400K, right? Yeah. All right, cool. So I put the money into a broker. And you know the rest of the story, guys. I could probably just turn the YouTube video off now, which is kind of dumb, but he lost all the money. He was playing on demo, and he was showing me that, you know, demo numbers and all of the above. And not only that, right? Because let's say demo, if you know how to trade, you can still, like, calling a trade in demo is no different than calling a trade in you know, in the live markets, right? A winning trade is a winning trade in a demo or in a live market, period. Now, the discrepancy is that he had never psychologically played with that amount of real money. So, you know, rookie mistake. He was just over trading, revenge trading, and trying to make back the losses that he was losing me. So I went into the broker one day, and there was like 6K left out of the 50K, and I was like, I hit him up, and I was like, hey, what happened, bro? Like what happened? Oh, nah, you know, that's, bro, yeah, man, you know, I took some losses, and you know, it's all good. It's gonna come back though. And I was like, bro, are you dumb? Like, you're not a professional. Like, at that point, the veil came off, right? And I was like, bro, like, are you for real? Like, it's gonna come back. First off, this is not crypto. So if you don't touch this account, it's gonna stay like that forever. B, if you couldn't turn 50K, if you couldn't use the leverage of 50K to turn that into like 55K, what makes you think that you're gonna now turn 6K back into 50, bro? So it was just a mess, man, and I basically lost 50K. And then after that, I was like, oh, I had to find a way to like bring this money back from the broker, the 6K that was left. So then I stumbled upon this like bot, right? And then, you know, I'm glad that these things happened early on. But anyways, I stumbled upon a bot, and again, I put a little more money into it. On top of the 6K just to help it out, and it made some money. It made like 2 or 3K, and then it just like stopped working. It just stopped working. And then what happened is that I started trading, and I started trading that account, and basically I ended up blowing that account myself from trading while the bot was trading it. So guys, I've liquidated so much money in the past trying to figure this out, and this is why, you know, I found the weakest link in basically any strategy. And again, that is why I created TradeSafe, because typically the weakest link is not your strategy, guys, because like if we just want to treat it like a coin toss gamble, it's a 50-50, like, you know, so you could literally just hit buy or sell, you know, looking at it, kind of guessing, and you might be right half the time, guys. So it's really not that. It more so it is going to be you every single time that fucks yourself. So I really do think that, you know, the psychology is what you will need. Is if I can go back in time, guys, if I can literally go back in time, there's 2 things I would focus on the most. To learn just easy support and resistance, and that's something that I struggled with understanding in the beginning. That's 1. And 2 would be psychology, trying to master the greed. If that, probably number 1 would be trying to master the greed demon that sits on your shoulder every single day, that sat on my shoulder every single day and made me do those stupid decisions. Looking back, all of the dumb decisions were just based on either over trading or revenge trading. Every blown account was done on revenge trading and over trading, period. There's no discussion here. So then, you know, again, I continued, and you know, I couldn't let that money go to waste, guys. I couldn't let the 50K go to waste. And I said, I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna obviously be much better than him as a trader, because I'm gonna learn how to bring that money back. And I put my nose in the books, guys. I put my nose in the books, and I gave this my all, and I said, this is going to be mine. Like, I'm going to make you my bitch. You understand? I don't care how long it takes, but I will make you my bitch. I will find a loophole around you. I will break into the house, okay? So that's exactly what I did, guys. I put my nose in the books, and I went in, and thankfully I was able to make back the money that I lost and more. You know, using prop firms and leveraging prop firms, and you know, like, in the beginning I did make some of that money back being really stupid. Like, there's a saying that goes, just because you make money doesn't make you a good trader, and just because you lose money doesn't make you a bad trader. In the beginning, after all that happened, I had put another 10K into an account, and basically I was just, you know, in the times that I've blown accounts, it's been full porting, and the times that I've made money in the past being stupid, it's been also full porting. So I basically full ported at like 3K every single trade, and I basically came back to like 35K of just profits, right? So that was good, because in my mind I was like, I got this. This is it. Like, this is easy. When I started seeing that, you know, I was making money in the demo account, and I was basically following the same strategy that I was doing in the demo account, which is a really dumb strategy. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you the hilarious strategy that I thought I found, and it was the dumbest shit. But anyways, I did that, and I don't know where I was getting to, but you know, I was able to get that. And then after that, what came was the greed demon. So after learning technicals and after all that, in which to today I still struggle with a lot, you know, in which why I have TradeSafe to back me up, is that. So yeah, guys, I have to go because my kid has soccer in 20 minutes. So just wanted to come on here and you know, give you a little backstory about why I started not why I started TradeSafe, but why I started trading, and how that came about. So yeah, any you know, comments you want to add to it, or any time that's actually happened to you, put it down in the comments. You know what you got to do: like, comment, share, subscribe, and you know, stay tuned for more, of course. Peace.